Welcome guys. This video is entirely about my training routine and training drills that I usually do in order to warm up before playing classic matches, and I hope it gives you an idea on how you can train or practice. In order to get into training grounds, you'll need to open the map selection area and click on the training. It will take you to Cheer Park AKM statue. Now you'll get training grounds option. Click on it, it will take you to the training area. So the first thing I would do on training grounds is to pick up barreler AKM and then start firing at these random targets without using a scope. This is a basic warm-up, and always remember this: do not use any attachments while training except scopes and extended mag. And then I will do a standard training with difficulty set to 1. And then start firing at these targets by using red dot. And take your time and try to hit at least few headshots. Anyway, the reason why I recommend you to practice with these heavy weapons at the beginning of your training is because these heavy weapons have extremely high recoil and they require a lot of energy and effort to handle their recoil controlling. And obviously you will have a lot of energy at the start of your training, so what better way to utilize that energy by controlling the recoil of barreler AKM. By the way, you can also customize your targets however you want, but for now, I like to practice shooting at mid-range targets, so I enabled those specific targets. And try to use crouch while shooting at far targets, because crouching will slightly reduce some recoil. And now increase the movement speed, which enables the targets to move. And if you feel it's difficult to spray at far targets, you could use the burst fire method. You basically have to shoot 4 to 5 bullets and give a small gap which increases the stability slightly, and then shoot 4 to 5 bullets again and keep repeating until the target goes down. You could do these same training drills with 5.56 assault rifles as well, but I would recommend doing it later, because let's just say after 10 to 15 minutes of training you will get tired and struggles to hold the device, and your fingers will start hurting due to the continuous training with high recoil weapons. So at this moment you just need to switch to either M4 or SCAR L, since they need less effort to control its recoil. It will be very easy to handle those weapons. Now to the close combat training drills. So here I'm using this vehicle as my cover. So the idea of this drill is basically the vehicle is your cover, and this is a cover fire drill. So when I'm about to shoot I will uncrouch and then use peek and fire as shown here. And after I'm done shooting the target, I will crouch back into the cover and I will repeat the same drill again in a different direction to a different target. If you're wondering how this would look in action, here is an example of cover fire drill. So this cover fire drill is extremely handy when it comes to its uses in your normal matches. And you can practice this drill with different objects around training grounds. Here are few examples. This cover is almost similar to a tree cover, and start firing in both directions by using left and right peek. And this one is similar to a lot of situations, for example shooting from a window, or shooting from the balcony of a squad house, or shooting from broken walls. And this one is kinda similar to a rock cover, so all you have to do is use your creativity and practice. And obviously this cover fire drill is extremely useful in every close combat fight. Or you could just use a vehicle as a cover and practice example like this. Moving on to the hip fire drills. For this you need to customize the target as followed: enable only the 20 meters target and increase the health to the maximum as well as the movement of the target. Now start hip firing the target example like this. Obviously you need to do jiggle movement while hip firing, so here are 3 examples on how you can do. The first one is, you need to start moving from this table to the other one. For example, this is how you need to move. And start hip firing the target and make sure that your crosshair stays in the target. And the next one is, you need to keep moving in the same way as your target moves. Move the joystick in the same way as your target moves, example like this. Or just keep following your target while jiggling. This is the easiest one among all, I guess, but less effective against enemies, yet it still does the work. And moving on to the next one, it's a short jiggle movement, also known as fast jiggle. you need to move from this footprint to the other one, skip the middle one. Here is an example. You could also use crouch while jiggling, example like this. And now to the jiggle peek hip fire drill. Once again you need to get a vehicle as your cover, example like this. For this drill you need to come out from your cover and then jiggle peek, example like this, and fall back into your cover after shooting at the target. And now to the jump shot drill, jump out from the cover and start shooting at your target, example like this. You could also do jiggle after jump shooting, example like this. Now to one of my favorite drill, quick prone and weapon swap. So you will need to click on the prone button and also on your weapon both at the same time, then your character will go prone extremely quick, example like this. And you can also do it in the opposite way. Click the prone button and change the weapon at the same time. Now you will stand up an extremely quick, example like this. Now to the sniper training. For this, you will need to select reaction training and customize it as you like. And start practicing with your sniper. And now make those targets moving, so it will be very challenging for you to hit them. By the way, you should complete all these drills within 30 minutes of training. I wouldn't recommend training for more than 30 minutes because you will most likely get tired after 30 minutes. And also, should you do these following training drills every single day? No, I don't think you have to do this every day. I wouldn't recommend it. You should train only when you think you absolutely need to. For example, if you're playing really bad or been inactive for many days, then maybe you need to train for 30 minutes before jumping into classic matches. Anyway, that's all I got for this video. I hope you learned something new. If you did, hit the like button and subscribe for more upcoming videos like this. And see you guys in the next video.